we
All
out
right,
with
y'all. It's Tisha the Diva,
It's Jim.
and it's Tisha Tuesday, and we already know what time it is. This is for my ladies, and we are back. It is November 6th. It's election day. Are you registered to vote?
I am, girl. You know I'm registered to vote.
Are you gonna vote?
Absolutely. I'm gonna be yelling at everybody who's not voting, dropping subliminals to all those who did not, especially the men with daughters. But
Yeah,
I mean, I get it.
but I'm the type of person that be
At
like,
least, I mean, we could go on all day, to be honest.
yeah. I didn't vote last for the Trump or the Hillary Clinton election. I didn't. And it's because I just don't feel like that whole saying, like the lesser of two evils and all of that stuff doesn't make sense to me. For the simple fact is, it's just like I'm still a citizen of the United States. Like I still have
But
a
you have
social,
to act as a citizen and
but is
use
a
your voice.
right. You know, it is a right. I feel like I can still use my voice either way.
you do, girl. We can't even get into that because you clearly use your voice
Yeah, it's just like
because
I still because it's like it's an instrument. It's given to me. Like we use our voices to spread, you know, a message or spread like
But we're
anything.
talking about voting.
But just voting. Voting. It's just like, yeah, you vote and everything because okay, people have, you know, paved the way so we can vote and all that stuff or whatever. But it's just like we really looking at these, you know, these candidates. Like somebody I was having a conversation, and it was like they're not even talking about us. It's like
It's so many conversations to be had, and then
Yeah.
if we don't
but I still think it's
give our voice,
Yeah.
then who the fuck is gonna do it?
but do we even stand up like when it's time like for different stuff?
It has been happening lately because of all the hate going
Yeah.
on. People have come together more.
Yeah.
But,
But for how long do they come together? It's just like I feel like I think that it's important. So today I took the time out to research, like really see
Right.
who's running and all that stuff or
Important.
whatever. Like, you know, I really had to
you're
take the
doing
time.
great.
Yeah, and I still do it. You know, I still make sure. And it's just like, if it does not make sense to me, it's just like, I'm like, to hell with both of them. Like, whatever. It's like, I still would be.
do you disagree a lot like that often when you're voting?
No, because I just try to make sure I understand who like the candidate is and just be like, all right. So, because I was going, okay, but between the two candidates that I would vote for, because sometimes I just be like, let me look at the liberal guy, see what they talking about. Oh, legalizing marijuana. I'm with that, you know. And then Tim Kaine, okay, making sure he legalize, you know, for marijuana. Okay, I'm with that too. And I had started really digging in it. And, you know, as far as, you know, what Tim Kaine wants to do with women's health care. And like you were saying, you think it's important for men who have daughters definitely to go out and vote. Absolutely. And then it just made me break down.
Women our shit is still so fucked up.
It is.
It's fucked up.
And let me tell you, at the last city council meeting, there were some ladies that were pushing for, it was like a program, and I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be there tomorrow. I said tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be there tonight for the city council meeting that's going to be at 7 p.m., 810 Union Street, Norfolk, Virginia, 23510, 7 p.m., 11th floor. So anyway, you know, they were just talking about women's health and, you know, I guess it's some programs and all that stuff or whatever that they've been, you know, basically advocating for that, you know, stays in place or don't get cut and all that stuff. And then it just made me go into, you know, researching health care versus health insurance. And it's just like really understanding, you know, what health care is. And then like, okay, yeah, we got health insurance, but you can't still afford health care. So it's just like making sure you understand all of that. So still make sure you go out and vote, y'all. Still make sure you go out and vote.
Also know what's going on.
Know what's going on. Know what you stand for. Oh, and then another thing I wanted to bring about Tim
Affects your
Kaine
family.
was exactly. So gun control, I believe and definitely believe in the right to bear arms. I definitely believe that. I think that we all should always protect ourselves. And then, you know, they were saying like the whole ban against like, you know, what is it, assault rifles and all that stuff. I don't think there should be a ban on it. It's just I think
Why do
that
we need them? How many mass shootings have there been?
I
How
mean,
many
as
people have died? Like, why? Not an assault rifle.
right. I mean, but me personally, I just think that with anything, you need to know proper education in how to use a gun. Anything. Like you give me something and I can't,
But it's not
you don't even know how to.
necessary.
Why not?
You can't because people. How can you say why not? How many people have died this year?
I mean, yeah, people
from
have
mass shootings.
But
and
that's
an
why
assault,
why
like,
Tim Kaine was saying
Vegas.
he's pushing for like as far as the mental like going extreme, like really going through the extreme within 72 hours to make sure that people can't, if they don't
of
come through.
course, that
And I
should've
just
all
think
been
just
in
keep
place
that and that just is anyway.
Does it matter
anyway.
though at this point? No. For
Me personally, I just feel like we should just be able to protect ourselves. Period.
assault rifles.
Yeah.
Like heavy artillery or
not like no heavy artillery. Like,
is that not what an assault
well,
rifle
yeah, that's
is?
true. Yeah.
Is that not a more extreme
Well,
gun?
yeah.
Okay, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people can have a gun.
Yeah. But
Don't
I'm
be a
just
dumbass,
saying,
but I'm talking about,
me
like,
personally, because it's just like, not saying I have this whole fascination with guns and all this stuff or whatever, but
No,
I want to,
that.
if anything go down, I want to make sure that I can protect myself. Do you know President Trump? Do you know President Trump? It was a clip. He was like, if the Mexicans throw rocks, consider it an assault rifle. I was like, did you see that? Did you see that?
Oh, okay.
You can speak now,
how
Mike.
y'all doing?
Yeah, this is Mike.
going
Introduce yourself, your podcast, and all of that stuff. This is me and him. I feel like we fight, but we cool.
Yeah, we cool. We don't even fight. We just be picking.
Yeah, we pick.
Yeah.
We just be picking.
But how y'all doing? This
Yeah.
Mike representing for the Locker Room Podcast. That's with 2 T's. So I'm here. But you was asking about the I didn't actually see that, but to hear him say that if they throw rocks,
Yeah.
that's funny.
That's funny. It's hilarious. People
it's
don't.
like it's even like underlining like almost like stereotypical like
Stereotypical.
yeah like racist almost kind of
Yeah.
like
It's nonstop.
no
guys.
you know what makes me think about that.
It's nonstop.
You know,
He encourages this kind of behavior, though, and that's why people think it's okay to be disrespectful as fuck or kill people.
Yeah.
you know, but think
That
about
is
this.
the
Think
whole
about where that comes
thing.
from. You know how you watch movies, right? And they got like drug cartel, and they doing stuff like in Mexico
I
with
think
movies.
I probably watched too much
and
movies.
they're showing
then.
the kids throwing rocks at people that's driving by in cars.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where he
No,
got
he's
it from.
just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he draws his
'Cause
inspiration
Mexican
from
kids,
anywhere.
like in
Well,
America,
people
don't throw rocks at
understand
people.
What
He is
people don't
racist.
understand, yeah. But I
He
feel
is
like
racist,
people
1000%.
don't understand that we have a socialite as the president. Like he's not fit to be the president. Like he's a socialite. Like he basically became famous for his money and everything that he did, showing up to New York, having women like his wife. Cause his wife is beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. Like, but still, you don't think so?
Nice.
I think she's cute, and I like how she dressed. So hey,
I mean, yeah, she dressed
Free
nice.
Melania.
She's not.
yeah,
Melania.
yeah.
She's not an
Free
ugly
her.
woman.
Let's get into this Diva Cup, like for real, because I have done so much research on like
I have not.
okay.
My old roommate used to use it,
Mhm.
and I just never even thought about using it.
Mm.
My period's not bad.
Mhm.
It's not super heavy,
Mhm.
so like, it's work to have a tampon. I hate wearing pads. I think that's
I-
disgusting.
Yeah.
But
Me too. I can't do-
I'm completely empathetic to the whole situation
Yeah.
where you bleed too much. Like,
Yeah.
that's awful.
Yeah.
I could not even get with you, so I get it. But me personally, since I do not have to deal with that, tampons have been fine. But this is lit.
Yeah, I can't wait to get one, and I've been doing because what I did was like I be researching everything, like what's in the tampons, because it's just like I'm with you. The pad thing, I can't. It's just like I don't even like it, and then even the tampon, I be
just
even
not
grossed out with that
comfortable.
too. It's just
It
like,
is.
but it's just
It's all pretty gross.
it is. It's just like the whole thing. That's why, and I had talked about it on like one of my previous like podcasts or whatever. That's why I like being off. Because it's just like when I come on my cycle, it's just like I don't want to do nothing. I just want to be there. So I would literally like if I could home just in my room, just with myself, and just like I don't want to be around nobody.
I'm so blessed that it's not that bad.
But mine isn't that bad. I just don't want to be bleeding around anybody.
True.
Because I don't like as far as talking about periods in like when I'm at work, because you know that whole thing when women get around each other, it's just like they periods start getting in sync.
I think that's so cool.
You want to know what? I'm gonna tell you, indigenous people used to get their like cycles around like all the same time. Like back.
Me and my friends are definitely indigenous.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just like.
As fuck.
Exactly. And pretty much like if you do like your research on it and all that stuff, they would go to these different, like, you know, maybe like a couple miles away, and they would just do free flow, and it's just like they all be together just making and crafting things, talking and sharing stories, doing each other's hair.
I should throw a party like that.
Girl, that shit would be lit. It's like a moon
Blood
party
everywhere next Halloween.
You stupid. It was a moon party. Like they used to have like, because the moon cycle and all of that stuff. But then I got this book with this African
You
holistic.
really have looked into this.
Girl, I be looking into everything. I want to know our
right.
body, like our, you know,
As
it's
we
just
should.
as we should. It's ours. Like we were
Anyways,
blessed.
this Diva Cup is lit.
Yeah.
I do not bleed a lot, so it stays in. There's no leaking at all.
I need to get that.
The bottom of the cup kind of, it has this piece you would think that you can grab and pull.
Mm-hmm. But what is that?
But it's just what it's made out of silicone. So
Okay.
It actually looks like a nipple, to be honest.
Okay.
But my nails are so long right now that was a little difficult. But I figured it out.
Yeah.
But there's another cup that's online, and it actually has like a hook, like something you can put your finger in. And pull it out. And that is a way better design. But either way, it stays in place. And I guess just depending on your flow, you would change it out.
And I don't have like a heavy flow. Like, and I usually don't bleed for a long time anyway.
And
so
it's weird because it's like you can see how
like
much
a little
in the cup.
Oh, really?
It's weird.
And that
But
was
it's kinda
okay.
cool.
That was my next question about it. Like somebody that actually uses it.
Drainage.
Yes, drainage. Talk about that.
It's like it's lit. It's cool. And I don't feel dirty.
Yeah.
During the day, periods make you feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's why I
Men
just
deal with nothing.
they don't.
They just get to bust nuts.
Some guys go through blue balls, you know,
Nice
busting
addition.
withdrawal, you know, things like that.
I know all that,
But-
but it's all shit to do with your dick, and that's it.
Okay, and y'all talking about vagina
But
situations.
we're talking about pain. We're talking
Yeah.
about the upkeep of the vagina.
Leaking cookies.
You stupid.
Talking about dripping cookies and stuff.
Ew, what? Dripping cookies? You
Yes,
really
y'all-
took it there. We're talking about a menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
So,
And what comes out of there?
dripping cookies? Really?
Cookies is a good term for
Are you-
the vagina.
Okay.
Okay. And you guys are talking
Yeah, we
about
get
periods.
why you said cookies.
Yeah.
Dripping?
Yes, that's nasty.
That's like-
It's
That was just very unique.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Not bad, though, since we're talking about how awful it is.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I can understand how y'all feel about, you know, the period cycle.
But I like
can't
when I get my
understand
cycle
what we
though.
feel.
Yeah, you do.
I do. Like, look, think about this. Can I tell y'all a quick story, just real quick?
Go ahead, real quick.
All right, look. When I was younger, when I realized that you guys had this cycle, you know, from watching my mom and my sister, I was like real intrigued about it because y'all are talking about pads and stuff. And one particular, I think, tool or instrument you guys use, they look like they're in a package, but they look like little pillows. Like, it looks like a pillow. You know what I'm saying? And I used to say to my mom, like, what are y'all doing with those pillows? And she used to, like, laugh at me. She
Yeah.
like, fool, these ain't no pillows. I like, look how they shaped, though. And then that's when she started telling me about women's periods and
Yeah.
their cycles. And I just like, ask a whole bunch of questions. They were like, well, why y'all got to put that down there? And and keep
right.
it there
Yeah.
and things like that.
Inquire.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
really
I was
good.
inquiring and I wanted to
Yeah.
learn about like, why does it come like once a month and how long does it last and why do y'all actually have to go through that? And it has a lot to do with the reason why y'all have children.
Surprised how much you learn by asking questions.
That is true, and that's what I was saying. Somebody gifted me with
Do
this
y'all
African
like it when
holistic.
y'all
Wait a
period
minute.
get off track?
Wait a minute. Somebody, let me tell you. Wait a minute. I read it in this book, this African holistic book, that was saying that we shouldn't be getting periods. That we shouldn't even be having them.
Girl, you are.
Yes.
I want to
way
know,
too
like,
deep
why?
into a
No, because
place.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. It's just like you got to know
How do we
everything
get-
about your body. Like it's important to know
Why
even from
shouldn't
the.
we- So why are we doing it?
What you mean?
You said we shouldn't be bleeding?
Yeah, no, like Africans believe, like pretty much it's this African holistic book that was saying that women, you go through the menstrual cycle, but the act of bleeding, your body's still a healthy body. That's why a lot of vegans, like what vegans say, that
But
they don't really get their.
It's a lining created for a baby.
Yeah,
bleeding
it's still
off.
it still happens, and it releases, just doesn't release like as far as in blood.
But why do they feel like we shouldn't be bleeding?
It's just a whole African holistic thing. I ain't even really get into it, but that part that I did come up on, that's
Well,
what it was saying. But it's
everybody's
through
bleeding.
it's
Can I
through
ask you a question?
food. It's through it's like as far as like food.
But everybody is bleeding.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
And black
Food-
people
so
always
you're
have an
saying
awful period. So
Afri-
what
But
African
that's what
American
that's
Horror
but if you don't
Story
understand like
voodoo
five
ritual went
no like
down?
you said voodoo ritual.
I said,
So you're
but
saying
black
through your
women have
research,
awful-
food is a cause
awful
of the
periods.
bleeding?
At least
Like
all
as
black
far
women
as
I
things
know
that
have awful
we as far
periods.
as we consume in our bodies.
Okay.
So you have to understand that it's just far as like with vegans. If you like talk to a lot of vegans, they start when they're putting nutrients and all that good stuff in their body, they was like sometimes it reduces the flow to they don't even have one. It's like as far as your body being extremely healthy and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Okay.
But I eat meat all the time,
No, and that's absolutely fine.
and I do not have.
And that's absolutely
But
fine.
so I'll have to look into
Yeah.
what that ritual goes into because I would like to understand.
It's not even a
Why?
ritual. It's not even
not.
a
I keep
ritual.
making it a ritual.
Yes, it's
This
not
is
even a
witchcraft.
ritual. Girl, oh my
It makes sense that we bleed.
It's not even a ritual.
It makes
It's not
sense.
even ritual, but as far as getting off track, it's just like I know that cycles change. Like they definitely change and all that stuff
Mine
or
is always
whatever,
off
but
track because
yeah.
I'm really bad at taking.
There's a lot of ways that y'all's periods get knocked off track, correct?
so they say.
Ain't it
yeah.
like the woman thing that y'all said? Like sometimes if you get around somebody, like a woman could make your period
Mine
come
is
That's what I
earlier.
was saying, like working like I don't know, in restaurants.
Mine will be on track
Mm-hmm.
as long as I'm taking my birth control correctly. Mine is finally normalized, but
If you
a
get-
lot of things, stress can make it not
Yeah.
Right,
come.
stress.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything, yep. If you get poked like around the time, it can knock it off track too.
That's I don't know. Like
can.
guys feel like
I don't know about knock it off track. It usually
It ain't. It's not the actual
Yeah.
poking,
Actually,
huh?
It would make your period come faster,
Yeah.
not push it off.
but
track.
yeah.
Oh, but
I mean,
in the same way.
It's a form.
'Cause it gets-
of,
I
comes
hear
early.
you.
Yeah.
I
But
hear what
it may
you're
come
saying.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't take birth control, but I feel like my period is pretty much on track, and when it changes, it's probably because something is
Definitely
changing
if
around.
I'm not, it's
Yeah.
always the same.
Yeah.
If I'm going through a time where I'm not on it, it's always the same.
I should do a podcast and talk about that kind of stuff with y'all, with women. The cycle and the importance behind
This
it.
is what women
And
talk about.
And
all
that's
the
what she
time.
was.
And why
Yeah.
why men should be more concerned about it and stuff. I don't know.
No, I think you're just an understanding man.
Yeah.
Because you've been inquisitive your whole life. Most men don't give a fuck about any of that.
Yes, they do. When they find out if you pregnant or not, that's when they care.
No.
You think
Sometimes
so?
they do not. No.
They do
and
care,
even
and then that's when they be out. When they find out you miss your period, and then niggas be ghosts.
No, but I mean that is a
They-
very layered question.
It is, but
But
it's
the
the
whole
truth. I'm a man.
overall-
I'm a man. I know how we are.
Men
Well-
don't care enough. Men don't even put condoms on.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Yeah.
let me not get
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
Because
You right.
so it seems like you can learn something if you listen to women. That's basically
I
the
do
end.
listen.
I know you want to do this podcast just from talking to us
Yeah.
for a couple minutes. You know, we're great.
Yes.
We're
You got to
fantastic.
understand why
We're full of love
why protection.
and knowledge.
Y'all got to understand why protection or people don't want to use it. I mean, y'all know. I mean, y'all aren't virgins, right?
No, we aren't.
Okay, so and y'all have probably at least had unprotected sex at least once in your lifetime.
Yeah,
Of
but
course,
why?
I
Okay.
understand
But-
what the fuck
Yeah.
is going
Yeah,
on,
exactly,
trust me.
right.
But you could get AIDS.
You
Point
right.
blank, period.
That's right. Grab
Norfolk
the air.
AIDS
Grab the air.
was top 5 for most HIV affected people. Like, what, a couple of years ago. It's like us, Atlanta, LA, all the places that you hear have the most AIDS is also Norfolk, Virginia.
Wow.
And I don't understand why, like, that's why I did the whole HIV awareness
I
thing
get.
last year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that
Because
diseases.
as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
men control women with sex. We know this. And when you
Ooh.
are, and we can do that too.
Yeah.
We can go that way. Of course, women do the same thing. But no, you can manipulate women so much easier. And younger women who are insecure.
But ultimately,
Please let me finish.
Go for it.
Please let me finish. Who are insecure or whatever can be made to not use condoms because they're embarrassed to ask for one.
Yeah.
You should have one.
Yeah.
Men should know better.
Yeah.
Like, that is just somebody's body. That is just such a disrespectful thing to do.
But then
to-
that's just also
even
it's just
having
like
sex with two people back and forth at the same time without
yeah.
testing.
But then it's just like also too just as a woman, it's just like if the guy don't have a condom, then it's just like don't go
don't.
leave. Like you don't have to, but it's still
Yeah,
some
I've-
women that still will.
yeah, if
that
you don't-
still
if you're
will
not in a
do it.
relationship with this man. I mean, men still are in relationships and have wives and give them STDs and cheat on them and have it. Like,
Yeah.
we could go all the way there. But either way, it's just you have peace of mind. Every time you use a condom, you have peace of mind.
Yeah, that's true. So
Like, you cannot,
wrap it up, y'all.
you
Wrap it up.
Hey, at the end of the day, you have more control than the man does.
You do.
I definitely
And you
do
can
believe
say-
that.
I believe that.
Women can
definitely-
straight up
yeah.
say no,
Yeah.
close that gate and walk right on
Exactly.
They
out.
can.
And that's my point was. That's why it's important for me to speak about these things, so women feel like it is okay. Like, oh no,
It's okay
Why
to
not
say
Yeah.
like,
condom?
yeah, it's okay to say
And
like
women
if
should
you don't
also
got a
have
condom.
them on them themselves.
Yeah,
Right, and then
that's
if you-
true.
and if you don't
Women,
wanna
and that's
use it-
another
I feel
thing.
like guys-
Women, it's just like you know you want to have sex too.
Yes,
You
that's
know
the
you want to
whole
have sex too.
point.
So
Yeah.
because you know
That's
you
the
want to have
point.
sex too, make sure that you come strapped. You come
Exactly.
strapped too. You come
Yeah.
strapped too. You want it just as much as he do, and don't act like you don't. Come strapped.
Come
Listen.
strapped,
Point
like
blank.
she said.
Period. Come strapped.
Come strapped.
Always. Always. Safe sex is great sex.
And most
Unless y'all
Exactly.
unless y'all in a relationship and has been tested. And
Quotes
you've been
by
tested
Keith.
and you
Just try
know.
to take all the precautions.
everything. Everything.
But don't just be out here with people. And
Raw
a lot of times
dogging.
you know the kind of people they are and the kind of people they've messed with.
Mhm.
People will fuck anything.
They will. And they really will. And what's
I got,
up with
I
that?
got dick
And go-
etiquette.
So okay.
I
I,
got
feel
dick
like you
etiquette.
might because you talk to your mother about periods and you understand what the fluffy pillows are. You probably do.
Yeah, I
You
got dick,
probably
I got
do.
dick etiquette. Yeah.
And you from Portsmouth, your mama probably ain't play that shit. Cause you got a sister.
right?
You got a
That's true.
sister. Your mama ain't play that shit.
My
You,
mom ain't
you the
play-
oldest or
I-
you the youngest?
I'm the youngest, but
You
my-
little
I
big brother.
I tried to at one point when I was younger, like holler at about like 5 girls at one time, and my
Okay.
mom saw me doing it. Like she observed me, like get off the phone, call another girl, get off the phone, and at the last
you
call.
remember talking on the phone, y'all? Oh my god.
Oh my
At the
God,
last
that
call,
was
she
the best.
snatched the phone, got on the phone with the girl, and say, "I ain't raising him like this, and he not gonna do this."
Mm-hmm.
He was just on the phone with 4 other girls.
I know that.
My mom did this to me when I was young, and I was
Let's kill the
pissed.
drama.
Yeah.
Let's cut the shit
Yeah,
from the
let me
beginning.
tell
My
you.
mom off the chain, bro.
Yeah, and that's why
She's
like,
not.
and I will
She
never
is.
disrespect.
She not though. She
Yeah.
not.
She's
She not.
actually the
She
opposite.
did. She did good.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
I
Just
love
as
you.
single women with boys, ladies, I'm telling you, you have to understand that you are raising somebody's, next future, whatever, husband, like whatever. That's what you are raising, and it's just like you should want them to be the best that they can be, and like
Respectful.
to respect.
Please teach them to open doors for
Respect.
women because I
Open,
don't
yeah.
understand.
Make them open the door for you. That's how it
I
starts.
just don't.
That's just how it
understand.
starts.
We are hanging out. For
I open the
fun.
door for babies.
It's me.
You said only what?
What did he say about
I said I open doors for babies.
Babies?
We already explained to you what babies were, Tease.
No, I ain't hear the babies.
If you look awesome, you're a baby.
Oh.
That sound like some babe and hot
Dripping
and
cookies and
yeah,
baby and
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you just made it into.
It's okay.
That is your second
Misogynistic.
No,
strike. Second strike.
stop it. No.
Take a knee.
All right.
Alrighty.
What's the next topic? That was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, we was talking about the condoms and making sure you just wrap it up, ladies.
Yeah, man.
Wrap
Stop
it
having
up,
all
be
these
safe.
kids, man, and not
So
taking care of your
passionate.
kids, my nigga.
We have to exactly because so I remember I was working at PRA and I was talking to somebody or whatever, and I was just like, I be blaming the parents. I said I blame you mothers for how these, like, granted, yeah, I blame you fathers too, just for being absent. Like, how dare you? Like, that's just some trifling ass shit. Any man that walk away from anything that created, no matter how or whatever, go to court. Like, if it gets to that point where you just got to do what you got to do. But anyway, I was just like, I blame the mothers. I was like, because half of the time, you get, like, those characteristics and everything of how to treat a woman.
You might catch some smoke for this. Go ahead. She might catch some smoke for this comment, but I'm interested.
I ain't saying catching some smoke because it's
Please
anyway.
understand that everything we say is very layered. Like, that's why I'm almost not saying a lot, because if anyone who knows me, we can go so far with these topics. Get very deep. So
Yeah.
just hear me out. Hear us out.
Yeah.
So go further into that. I'd like to hear. Go ahead.
Go further in there. But yeah, it's just like, I was like, I blame you. Like, well, not you, but it's just, well, and I also use, like, as far as, I was like, y'all be
What about
enabling
kids?
these guys.
What about kids that are just awful?
There are some kids that are just,
Because that is a real thing.
something that just ain't right with them.
Some kids
They-
grow up and hate their parents.
Yeah.
We out here. Cardi
No,
B.
did you see that? It was something when Cardi B had two mics and she was whispering back and forth into the
I
mic.
love her so much.
I was
no, I've
She's
never
silly.
seen that.
Oh my god!
But I know it was magical. I remember the Amazon Alexa commercial.
Oh, that was
and that
funny.
was a flex.
That
She's
was
just
I like
everything.
That. I like that.
Can't deny
I had this ratchet this little, and I'm probably gonna definitely bring that back. It was a little segment, whatever, Ratchet Irrational, when Cardi B was trying to get at Nicki at the Harper's Bazaar thing or whatever.
Who were you talking with when you said this?
It was on I had an Instagram story.
Oh.
And I had talked about it on my podcast, and I had an Instagram Insta story.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
so
I
you
like
were just
Cardi.
reading both sides, like
Just like looking at the video and all that stuff or whatever, and just seeing, it was just like, it was the next day she had posted that like a little note or whatever, and just like, whatever.
Who?
But I'm just Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, you talk about my daughter and all that stuff, or you like something, and I'm just like I love Cardi B. Like, when I tell you, I really like her and I want to see her win. And she is winning.
Mm-hmm.
She is winning. Her career is everything. Just how she came up and just how she just, and she owns who she is.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And I just think that, I was just like,
were
at the
you
Harper's
opposed
Bazaar,
to what she did?
because I feel like I do feel like they probably could have gotten together, no matter how whatever she was saying.
No.
You don't think so?
I mean, that's a pretty big event. You can see she tried to run and get at her, but I mean,
I'm saying in
normal-
another. You don't think in another setting?
I think when a time is supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen, and they were probably trying to be civil at first. I mean, when you got a lot of money, you got a lot of shit going on, you can't just be doing whatever. That's why I don't be slipping.
Right.
I don't,
Right.
Because I got a lot to lose.
Right.
That's how I
right.
feel.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. And I feel like, and I still feel like that she would lose anything, but I just feel like she could have. I would have.
No,
I know
it's
me.
annoying as shit when people keep fucking with you.
That is-
no,
Oh,
bitch.
it is.
And even
It
I
is.
can say that. And
Right.
I don't be on no scrappy shit. I don't be doing none of that. But No, you.
I feel like
you
she
just
could have got her
snap.
in another setting. I just felt like, because me
Wherever
personally,
they would be extravagant.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, like,
that doesn't matter. None of that matters
but
where
I
we
just,
are.
yeah. So, but that's when I feel like the whole social media thing, like, you knew that shit was gonna be everywhere.
You don't
want
know because
people
you
to
weren't
see
there.
Right? I don't know. I don't know.
Always
I don't know. But
I
you
always
would
say the wise man knows he knows nothing.
That's true. That is
Like,
true, and I wasn't there.
People have such a opinion about stuff
That's
that
true.
if you're not there,
Yeah,
if you didn't,
but me
like, prejudging people,
yeah, and I don't think it's prejudging, and it's just like I don't think it's prejudging or anything or whatever, but it's just like
you never
even
know
with
if you were that person in that situation.
That's true, but I don't know. But I even put out the whole thing, and I know people was like, well, she ain't Beyonce and all that stuff or whatever, but it's just like
She and Beyonce about what?
So I was just like, people talk shit about Blue Ivy. The world crushed Blue Ivy. Like, that's sick to talk about a child like that.
Talking about her hair.
She is a part of the Beehive, and it is strong.
Like,
though it is for all of
And
us.
it's
but no,
strong.
because I just don't think anybody should talk about anybody's child. Like, and you know how they drag Blue. And Beyonce, she
They
put
don't
that shit
mean
in
they
her
won't drag
music.
Cardi B, but
That's true.
They gonna do
Yeah,
whatever. The
that's
internet
true.
will crush you.
Girl, what they say, the internet is undefeated.
Beyonce,
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
Beyonce
Ooh,
and
I had to
Cardi
get off
B
Twitter. That is why I
came
had to
up-
get off Twitter, okay?
came up two
Skirt.
different ways.
Can we skirt over into Twitter?
Girl, let's
Can I
put over
talk
into
about-
Twitter.
Girl, let me tell y'all, I've been having this conversation with so many people
Mm-hmm.
that I see. And I had to get off Twitter a couple months ago. I would always deactivate it for like a month,
Mm-hmm.
So I had some time to decide if I really let it go. But around like a couple months ago, like for one, you just get to a point where you're too busy.
Yeah.
Like I'm on Instagram. Well, I mean, my shit's regulated now. I sign out.
Yeah.
Once I'm done doing what I need to do, I'll sign out because I'm just too fucking busy. I can't
Right.
just be up here just scrolling and
Exactly.
shit. But with Twitter, my issue was the issue with Twitter is the best app out. I would say that first. It's the most entertaining. The memes are up there first. It'll just take you off into a place you don't even know. But at the same time, when people have the ability to talk,
Yeah.
I would get myself in trouble. Like I would just be like, half the time it'd be on some freaky shit. I just be fucking lame. One of my homeboys hit me up about and it was truly some Drake lyrics. Truly Drake lyrics. And he sent them back to me, and he was like,
So you like Twitter
Nah.
just like for just talk?
people can get taken away once they can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always say, like, if you're thinking, like, if you're moving with emotion, get offline. That's
Yeah.
just, like, truly how I feel about things like that. And I had to get off of Twitter because I would get myself in trouble with that. So, I love it, but right now they're talking a lot about social media cleansing.
Yeah. So how do
And I
you
talk
social
about
media
Instagram
cleanse?
too. Anyways, moral of the story is Twitter is great. I wish I could get back on there.
Yeah.
because
How do
I'm
you
super
how do you
busy,
social
but
media cleanse?
you-
Because a lot of
you get
people
rid of
deal
it.
with that. Do
You sign out.
sign out,
The
delete it? How long do you think like a person should give themselves as far as as a cleanse from, because it can be so consuming with so
Sometimes
much.
you just wake up sick. Like, you just have to be accountable for it. The easiest thing to do is to just sign out before you go to bed and not wake up in the morning until your day has started. And that is even a thing for people, because first you'll notice as soon as you wake up, you roll over and you look at your phone and you're on it. And then you waste 45 minutes to an hour and you're not planning what you should do throughout the day. But you should at least give that time to yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's unproductive. I think on average they say like people who scroll 4 hours a day.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there was like some type of statistic.
Yeah, I'm so good now. I just sign out. When I'm at the office, I sign out. Like,
How long have you been on, ever done a social media detox?
I can't see, but that's the thing. I can't do that because I can use Instagram to my advantage. I can use it to make money. I can, like how everybody else is using it.
Yeah.
But because of that, you have to get off it. You can't feed into stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to be accountable if you can't control that or not. You can't control that shit. You can't control looking at somebody and feeling insecure.
Yeah.
Especially when people only post the good things. They don't post no bad things. But that should be moving you.
Yeah. So how do you regulate, like, as far as your Instagram, like, at Jimmy and everything and Virgin Grooves? How do you...
Burley, somebody help. Somebody volunteer to help me post pictures on Instagram. Yeah, I need to work on that. because Jimmy's strong, so like I know people see my posts up there, but I only really post after my events and post things up there. But it's important to create like what your vibe is, even when you don't have things going on.
Yeah. So as far as creating content?
Yes. Even if it's little. Just like a mood board. That's why they call them mood board posts whenever you see them. It's like content that...
I never heard of that.
You never seen a mood board? Like mood. Well, like when people say mood.
Oh, okay. But yeah, okay.
But now, you know what a mood board is? Like when you're designing something or planning something, it's just inspiration from all over the place. So, yeah, it's important to do that on your social media as well, even if you're not
what do you
there
think,
a lot.
What do you think, aside from, like, business and all that stuff, what do you think, like, social media, is good for?
Everything. If you are mentally stable, but most people are not. But yeah, you can make money. You can create a personality that's not even you to make money. You can make some money. But it's just it can inspire you. It's definitely very inspirational.
Yeah.
And you can reach so many people. Your reach, it's incredible. All the stuff you can do now. Especially with all the analytics and stuff.
Yeah, because it definitely breaks that down.
It breaks it down. You can see what are the best days to post. It's a science to all of it.
Okay. Because I think with a lot of people, as far as coming on to social media, creating Instagram accounts, it's just like, what do you think is like a perfect, like ideal, how would the page go? How would it run? Like as far as MySpace. That did build.
I was literally about to come right around in this conversation and say, yes, I love social media this much and appreciate so much because I've been on since MySpace. R.I.P.
MySpace was everything.
Oh, what about HTML all day, surveys late night, in the comment section, glitter comments.
Yeah, girl. The music and everything.
Learning how to hide your YouTube videos so you can get all the music. HTML queens. Me and my BFF Keys used to be on the keys for hours.
Girl, I remember when I first started my first
elementary, middle school.
Elementary. Oh wow. See, I didn't start MySpace until high school.
So, but you're older than me.
Yeah. Sometimes I be feeling like, damn, I'm about to be 30. I can't wait though. I cannot wait. I'm excited.
I've known you a long time.
I know. When did we meet? What year did we meet?
2012. I've known all the women that I'm close with. I've known for so long. I have such great relationships in my life.
I think it's
I'm
important.
so blessed.
And I think that is so important for women too.
It is. That's why I'm trying to reach the girls.
And you have to.
It's easy though.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what's real, what's going on.
What's going on, y'all?
I know it's hard, y'all. It's hard out there. That's why I'm talking about mental health.
Yeah, we have
social media cleanse.
Yeah.
Please,
but like you said, you have to be mentally, equipped for it because it does take you away. Because sometimes people get up there and start comparing themselves.
Use it as a reason to bullshit. That's what people do online all day.
That's just.
But going online, that ain't part of my day. True facts. Not every day, all day. We're trying to do something.
Yeah, exactly, y'all. It's just log off.
Just leave.
Log off. I probably needed to log off.
We can live a life without it.
I probably needed to log off yesterday because I kind of went in.
And it's crazy because, I'm a server too. So, like, there's times where people will be on a date and not say anything to each other.
I can't. That's
and just
sick.
Be on their phones.
That is so sick.
Rude.
That is. I think
my last boyfriend got on me about that.
My last boyfriend got on me about that.
You
got something to say about that, Mike? Girls being on the.
I don't do it anymore.
Me neither.
What about
attention?
Being on the phone, like while on a date.
Why? I'm in front of you. It's like me going to your house.
Phone.
You
I will say the phone has
Psych.
messed up that part of man and woman interaction.
Yeah.
When you get to
Oh God.
addicted to your cell phone, and you don't do anything organically anymore.
Do you know
don't
there's
talk.
this setting now in your
So-
iPhone that tells you the percentage of the time that you're on each app,
Mm-hmm.
like what your battery's being used on? Yo, Instagram gonna be way up.
Yeah, way up. I do
mean-
think
Before
it's
the phone,
important.
before text,
personally-
before
Anything.
email.
We were face-to-face interaction.
Yeah, me personally, I mean, if somebody on the phone, like, and I'm on a date or something like that, and you doing that a whole lot, I mean, I'll probably say something, but if it, like, continues, and then I'll just make a mental note, like, okay,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
No, you should just say something about it once you're pretty sure. Like, people have to be doing things on their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I always tell people to live in the moment, but I remember there was one guy that I talked to, and he was just like, from jump, he was like, this is what I do. But he really, that's
Yeah.
how he makes money. That's part of what he does.
Yeah.
And he's great at social
Yeah.
media. And then I learned, that's how he does what he does. But at the same time, it is a balance. With all the other guys who are not doing any of that, that was a very chance situation.
Yeah.
Correct.
Get off your phone.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I have to get on my phone and step away, and
Me
I
too.
have to do those things.
Mm-hmm.
Some things need attention, but y'all don't be doing nothing.
Yeah, don't.
Who don't be doing that?
People.
Oh, okay.
I know we both looked at him like, y'all niggas don't do nothing right.
Some niggas don't be doing
They
that,
don't.
but I do. I don't know.
I don't know. I
can't
just feel
speak
like
for
social
everybody.
media is like it's when you know how to use it, you can use it to your
You're
advantage.
a dummy to not figure out how to
Yeah.
move with it. It's stupid. I could be doing it way better. I could be doing way more. We always could be doing more, but like
So don't be black. How about get some tips?
Yeah, what's some
Don't be
tips?
I've
black.
been giving tips the whole time. No, I feel like a nerd.
Giving
Am
tips
I
the whole
not?
time
I'm
when?
not very like
During-
ramble
during
about
this
Twitter.
conversation?
No,
And-
nothing is wrong. That's the thing about it is, it's just like now we're in a like
I love
technology
giving.
area, and
I just
everything.
felt like I wasn't doing enough. I'm a Virgo. I want to do everything right.
No.
Remember, I think I'm doing great.
I
And
think
now
one
you're
of
telling me I'm
the
not giving
easiest
enough
ways, like,
tips.
yeah, you can create an
Yeah.
Instagram account or something and sell stuff
So,
on
yeah.
it.
Oh, my
and
tip
they
was
don't
sign out.
And
So,
they
yeah.
don't even got to know who you
What
are.
was the question?
We were saying, so as far as you saying, people who don't know how to use social media is stupid.
Okay, so maybe
How
it's
do
not
you-
for everyone. Okay, let's start there. But the majority of people, yes, entrepreneurship is the wave.
Mm-hmm.
Just do what you like. Find a way
and
to make
most
money
people
off
don't
of
have
it.
an entrepreneur mind. That's
Mindset.
why they don't.
Yes.
That's why they don't
I
use social
know.
media like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to use it to your
Or
advantage.
you're a great entrepreneur and you don't need your social media, but
Right.
it is a free way to market yourself.
Yes, it is.
How can you lose?
And you
Yeah.
can make money from it without even
Hashtag.
putting
do
money
your
out.
hashtags. That's a tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't do them for a long time. I do
Hashtags.
sometimes,
Hashtags
but
help out
they
your reach.
work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Use them. It doesn't matter what the hell they say. Well, you want to use a hashtag. I heard a podcast and it was talking about how you want to use a hashtag that's only between like up to maybe like I don't know. There's better range. Like you don't want to use OOTD, outfit of the day, because that's 5 million people a day, 19 million people a day posting. You want to use something with a range of like 20,000 people
Yeah,
or something.
okay.
So when they're actually hitting that hashtag, those are people who are probably going to follow, or your shit won't get lost in
Yeah.
the feed.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Never
when it's
seen.
too large,
Hashtag curls.
everybody-
Exactly.
Chances
everybody-
are.
yeah.
Is
You're gonna get ran all
20,000
over.
million people with curls. Hashtag curls.
Right.
All right, so that's a good one,
a
y'all.
tip.
So make
There
yes,
you go.
that is
Damn.
definitely
Good
a tip.
job.
Tips.
Yes, so give us some
Tip of the
tips,
day,
like
tip drill.
yeah.
I want to come up with a noise for like applause,
A noise.
but for like what my noise is.
Mm-hmm.
Like a zinger noise.
That's let me tell you.
Oh, grrr.
Yeah, something
That
like
is my
that.
zinger noise.
Yeah. What-
It's that song. Can I lay in that booty?
oh,
It's when I act like a bird.
yeah,
Like
a
that.
bird. Bird.
That's my call.
That's your call.
Can I lay in that booty?
Yeah, shit. Get a call.
How do I get someone to make it? I mean, I just record it. Can you make my bird call? Oh!
Your bird
I have
call
so
can't
many
sound
vid-
like Cardi B's bird call.
Yeah.
No, but it sounds like who makes that song?
Um.
This is yeah, but you
Yeah.
can't tell me that. Everyone thinks it's funny and great.
Can't tell you what.
That can't be mine.
You can't take
Whose
some.
song is that?
Look.
Booty. Shorty something.
It's not OT. I think it's Black Youngster.
All right, give us like
Always
five.
Black
Give us
Youngster.
5 different bird versions that you got.
Oh no, but that's just my one.
Just come up with a new one right quick. Go
I
forward.
don't know how to freestyle.
You don't.
Eminem was
I
my
like
fave.
freestyling. Sometimes I can do it. Sometimes I can't. It just all
Girl, you
depends
can
on the
do
moment.
everything.
No,
you
I
can
can't.
sing. You can
can't.
dance.
What's that? That sounds like a bird call. Is
I
that
make
gonna
a
be
lot of noises. Actually, it's not gonna be hard. You could find them and record them, and then show me them later. I mumble a lot. That's kind of gross. And when
No, that's okay.
no, it's gross. All of it's gross.
I'm weak.
Please stop.
I'm trying to help you out.
I don't want that. Clearly.
I don't want
So
that.
would you?
What's new?
With your call, you don't think that people be like, oh, he's trying to be like Cardi B, like, because it's so close to
I don't care.
Y'all got gray hair. Yo.
No. What is that bird song? I'm a bird.
Birdman.
No, God, I'm tired.
God. Cash,
got the
that
right-
Cash
No,
Money
it's
song.
that chick who just made the song. Oh,
Move.
Move.
Oh, my
But there's
God.
so many versions of that.
Yeah, and it's
And
a
there was
lot.
one for a bird, and my homeboy sent it to me, and it was pigeons. And that whole New York, that my birthday weekend when I was in New York, I was drunk. And
I
was
love
saying,
New York.
"Brr." So then he seen the video of the guy remaking it, and I was like, damn. He says, bitch, I'm a bird. Bitch, I'm a bird. I said, damn, I could have recorded that.
Yeah,
Famous.
it be shit like that. It's ideas definitely can come to you and leave you. I read that,
Yes.
but it is time to wrap this up.
This isn't long enough.
Tonight-
I feel like I talk so much that I get taken off somewhere, and I need to come to a final point so people understand what I'm talking about.
That's what editing it is for.
No, you can't really edit it. I mean, it's all good.
You can make your point right now.
Yeah.
We talked
How
about
do you
too
wanna
many different
conclude?
things. Yeah, that's what I need. I need
Yes.
a piece of
Get some
paper in front
advice.
of me.
Just get some
Oh
just
yeah,
some
like
advice.
Charlamagne's last word.
Yeah.
Get some advice. What you got? What you got for the day?
I don't know.
What's
Let
the
me
lesson
look at
you
my
learned
phone.
for the
Let me
day?
Look at my save post on Instagram. There's a couple folders of some inspiration here. It's so much good stuff though. Church was really good Sunday. Oh man, the word was amazing.
Tisha, what you got?
Yeah. I was
Well,
about to say,
y'all
what
already
if I-
know tonight we have the city council meeting, 7 p.m., 810 Union Street, North Virginia, 23510. And Desire Dance. So, shop my website.
Okay.
Divas Dripping Jewels.
You got some juice. What you got?
Man, I hate being put on the spot. Nothing. Love yourself. If somebody is not interested into you, take a hit. Leave them alone. Live your life. Call your mom. Call your dad. Focus on yourself. Meditate in the morning. Oh, I have a lot of tips. I'm going now. No, I flex too hard. That's what they talk about in church. Being humble. See, he shut me down. All right, I'm out.
Hit
Flex.
the bird jump.
Yeah, do the.
There you go. That's what's up. Hey.
All right, y'all. It's Tisha Tuesday, and we are out, okay?
Bye.
Yeah.